everybody, it's Christine with Coco Daisy, and I'm going to share with you a couple of simple layouts that I created using the Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit for the Daily Journal collection. And this is our fun collection that is all about mixed media looks, artsy, just kind of that fun way that you can do an art journal, but we've already kind of taken the work out of it for you by adding the mixed media. I did a couple of layouts and they center around my nephew's wedding. So I had a lot of fun with this. And I also did that because I wanted to show you that this collection works with anything. I mean, we're even talking a wedding. So I thought that would be really fun to show you. I thought this paper in particular would look beautiful with a wedding, with the script and everything like that. So I printed my photograph and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do on this side. Well, if you notice, that is Mr. Daisy in the photograph, and he actually officiated the wedding for my nephew Jake and his bride Sydney. And I thought it would be really, really memorable to include the ceremony. So the ceremony that Jeff worked very hard on and got all prepared for them. It's a lot, so I made it real small. It takes a little bit to see it, but I did get it all to fit. And I typed that up on a matte sticker paper and printed it all out. And I feel like this is such a beautiful keepsake. I may, in fact, add some more pictures in here and give this to Jake and Sydney, maybe on their first anniversary. It would be really fun to do for them. So, and then I wanted to balance this out. I didn't want to put a whole lot in here because there is a lot of text and the photo is so beautiful. I didn't want to detract from it by adding a whole bunch of stuff. So I kept it pretty simple. I added the pretty quote card with a whole lot of love for this moment, a little bit of a rub on here. And then I wanted to balance this a little bit by adding something bold and graphic. So I used the number stamp set and stamped the numbers for their date. And then what I did, I want to show you if I can find it. I took a pencil, so I needed something to separate the two. I can't find it, but I can show you. And so all I did is I took the end of a pencil and dabbed that in the ink for the dots. So it's a great way to add dots, super easy. Everybody's got a pencil laying around. Just dabbed it in the ink and stuck it down, and then that gave me the dots or the dividers between the dates, and that worked really well. So you could do the same thing if you were going to put a time. Like say, for instance, you wanted to talk about what time you get up every morning and do a layout about that. You could put 7 a.m. and you could use the dots for that as well. So it's a fun way to make a stamp out of your pencil. And then the other layout that I did has some of her wedding flowers. Now, there was one thing that didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to, but I left it in here simply because not everything has to be perfect, right? I think it's okay. So I loved this black paper next to the super bright picture of the wedding flowers. So what I did is I printed the photograph a little bit larger, added another one of the quote cards, some of the rub-ons, just to kind of add some more of that color. And the color went so perfect with the photograph. Just a little strip of the washi tape. And then I wanted to add the title over here. And I loved how the charcoal gray alphas looked on the black. It's super subtle, but it's there. So it gives you a little bit of texture in that. But then I still wanted to add kind of a description, kind of a title. I didn't want to add any more up here. I liked this page as it was. So I printed my text on with a black background with white text, but I didn't think it through all the way because it's a sticker. So even though it's vellum and it's kind of an opaque sticker, it's not completely opaque. So you kind of can't see it great, but we're just gonna go with the flow, and we're gonna, you know, it kind of goes in with this whole faded look. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna make it a thing. I think it works fine. But I did add a little bit of the black dots here just to kind of pull that over, and I think it turned out really, really pretty. I think your focus is definitely on the flowers and the bright colors, and I really, really liked that. There's a couple things in here that I did not use, and one thing that I wanted to mention as well. So I didn't use the, let's see, where are they? I didn't use the file folders or the TNMK cards, but I wanted to show them to you because they're super cute and I have an idea. So these file folders, we did these back in January before too, and these are so fun. So you can just fold them like this. They're a cute little folder. You can use them to add journaling inside. You could actually have it open and have the journaling on it. You could staple the sides and tuck photographs in or tuck journaling in. So these are really, really fun. I wanted to mention these. And also this one in particular. So these are some great Traveler's Notebook cards. I love these. But this one in particular, I wanted to mention because I thought it would be really fun to do a layout with these that you kind of have. You can have a countdown on these. You could have your title kind of spaced out on these, or you could have your journaling run on the inside of all of these. So I love this, and I think this would be really, really fun to use. You could put your title here and then your journaling all on those together, just kind of random. You know, like a sentence or two and a paragraph per. It would just be really, really fun to do that with those. Then the other thing that I wanted to mention, normally in our memory keeping kits, we have glitter dots, but I wanted to be able to add some other things in the kit. And because this collection is so bright and has so many colors in it, I thought it was the perfect opportunity to not have glitter dots, because you can then use some from your stash. So as an example, because I always have leftover glitter dots, I hoard them, but I always have leftover glitter dots. And for instance, I don't remember what collection these are from. These would work. And I know I could dig out just about any of them that I have, and they would work with this collection. So this is an opportunity for you to dig through your stash, get some glitter dots, and if you want to use them, and use them with these kits. But I wanted to be able to include a couple of other things this month, so I skipped them, and I thought, well, you know what? This color combination works so well with anything. You can dig them out of your stash and use them. So that is a look at a couple of the layouts that I created using this month's collection, the Daily Journal. And please hit like, subscribe, share this with other people, spread the word for Cocoa Daisy. It helps us a ton.